When it comes to identifying hazardous waste regulated in the United States under RCRA, we've talked about several key concepts and categories already on this channel. We've covered wastes that are regulated because they demonstrate one or more of the 4 hazardous waste characteristics: ignitability, corrosivity, reactivity, or toxicity. And we've covered wastes that are regulated because EPA determined they should be and included them on one of the lists found in the federal RCRA regulations. The F and K lists we discussed in a previous video covered what we called process wastes. Wastes like spent solvents, sludges, tank residues, wastewaters, and others that were generated by or put through some type of industrial or commercial process. In other words, these wastes are created when chemicals are used in some way. But what about chemical products we haven't used yet, but that for one reason or another we still need to or want to get rid of? It could be that the chemical expired on the shelf and won't be effective anymore, or it's off specification, or it spilled before we could use it, or we found a better or safer chemical to replace it, or maybe we just need the space. In any event, we want this stuff gone, and this is where the RCRA P and U-List comes in. The P and U-List is a list of commercial chemical products that are hazardous waste when discarded. The list includes some common solvents, known carcinogens, pesticides, poisons, and chemicals that are bioaccumulative, meaning they build up in the human body or the environment over time. The rest of this video provides an overview of key factors that go into identifying chemical products on the P and U list and assigning the right RCRA waste codes. We can start by looking at EPA's definition of a commercial chemical product under RCRA. Commercial chemical product is defined to mean any pure grade or technical grade of the listed chemical or formulations with the listed chemical as the sole active ingredient. The definition also covers off-spec chemicals, residues from containers, and contaminated soil, water, or debris from spill cleanup. Now, in this definition, understanding the phrase sole active ingredient is key to assigning the right P or U code. Because while it's certainly possible that you have a 100% pure grade chemical on your hands, many products are formulations that combine different ingredients for different purposes. The active ingredient in a product is the ingredient included to accomplish the product's purpose. In a pesticide, for example, the active ingredient is what kills the pest. In a cleaning product, the active ingredient is what cleans a surface. Inactive ingredients are there for a reason too, just not the main reason. They might improve the product's shelf life, make the product colorful, or make it smell nice, or bind together the other ingredients. Some chemical products have more than one active ingredient. A lot of solvent blends, for example, combine several chemicals that are all utilized for their cleaning or degreasing abilities. When a product has more than one active ingredient, even if all those active ingredients are listed on the P and U list, the generator does not assign a P or U code to that waste according to the federal RCRA regulations. This may be different in your state. Some states require generators to assign more than one P or U code to formulations that contain multiple listed ingredients. And even if a commercial chemical product is not listed or it does not get a P or U code, it may be a hazardous waste regardless if it demonstrates any of the 4 hazardous waste characteristics. Now let's check out the format of the P and U list. On that list, P codes are assigned to wastes that are acutely hazardous, meaning they can kill or irreversibly harm humans or animals in low doses. That includes some of the poisons and pesticides on the list like aldrin, methomyl, nicotine, and potassium cyanide. Everything else on the list is a non-acutely hazardous waste and gets a U code. It includes chemicals like acetone, benzene, formaldehyde, hydrogen sulfide, methylene chloride, vinyl chloride, xylene, and many others. Like with the F and K lists we covered in our previous video, EPA organizes the P and U list into 3 columns, the first with a P or U code, the second with a chemical abstracts number, and the third with the name of the regulated substance. After some chemical names listed, we see one or more letter contained in parentheses. Again, like on the F and K list, these letters give us some insight into EPA's reasoning for listing the chemical as a hazardous waste. An I means it's an ignitable waste, C means it's corrosive, R is for reactive, and T is for toxicity. And when you see a P code waste listed without any letters in parentheses, that waste is listed solely because it is acutely hazardous. Most U code wastes are listed because they're toxic. For U code waste listed with no letters in parentheses, toxic is the only reason. Now let's recap. To be assigned a P or U code, a waste must be an unused commercial chemical product being discarded, listed on the P and U list, and in a pure grade or technical grade form or in a formulation as the sole active ingredient. P codes are assigned to acutely hazardous waste only. U codes cover chemicals that may not pose immediate deadly danger but can damage human health or the environment if they're not properly managed and disposed of. If you've already watched our video about F and K lists, you have a complete perspective now about the types of waste that US EPA calls out by name and lists as hazardous under the RCRA program. If you haven't watched that video yet, or our video about the 4 RCRA characteristics, check those out now. The more familiar you are with all of EPA's lists and the characteristics of hazardous waste, the more prepared you are to make decisions about waste ID, assigning waste codes, and managing chemical inventory to minimize waste and prevent accidental RCRA violations. Thank you for watching. If you have questions about managing your site's hazardous waste, or you want to better understand federal or state regulations that apply to your work, visit lion.com/RCRA today to find an in-person workshop, a live webinar, or an online course that matches your level of experience and responsibility for compliance. I'll see you next time.